Hey guys, been toying with the idea of making this video for a couple of days, and then I decided not to, and then I decided I would. Decided I can't help it. I've got to talk about this. What triggered it was there's a guy called Rahat that makes magic videos, and I'm a subscriber. I love his stuff. He's very clever. Makes some very clever videos doing very clever illusions, and you've probably seen him. He's really good. And if you hadn't seen him before, you probably have seen him today because his videos all over the front page of YouTube today. So he's already a very successful YouTuber, and 500 million views so far, something like that. So he's already very successful. But he's made a video. It's on the front page of YouTube at the moment if you haven't seen it. And what he did was, there's some homeless guy that lives near his house. So he went and saw the homeless guy, and he gave him a lotto ticket and told him that he thought it was a winning ticket, and he's going to give it to him, and he could go and collect the money for it. And then he went with him to the shop, and he'd set it all up. It wasn't really a winning ticket. And he walked into the shop, and the shop clerk said, "Oh yes, it's a win, and you won $1,000," and he gave him $1,000. And he actually had Rahat, the guy, and I've got to tell you, I like the guy. He's good. I like his videos. I like him. He's a great guy. And he's wearing the glasses with the camera built in, so he's filming the whole thing, and he had another person in the shop filming the whole thing. So then this homeless guy's got all emotional and started to cry and hugged him. And actually, to the homeless guy's credit, he wanted to give Rahat some of the money back, which was very good. And then they had a big hug, and then they left the shop. So the whole thing was nice, to see some homeless person given some money that's going to make a difference to their life for a few weeks. Was touching, and to see a human connection like that is a genuinely touching thing. There's no doubt about it. That's all good, but and this is the tricky thing about this. I noticed that I left a comment at the time and said, at the time I saw it, he'd already had 1.6 million views. Now, the way YouTube works is people are earning about $1 per 1,000 views. So if the guy's had 1.6 million views, at that stage he'd already earned $1,600 at least, probably more, because front page YouTubers generally have special deals with advertisers and so on, so they usually make a lot more than the average YouTuber does. So, but let's just say he earned at least, guaranteed, at least $1,600 at that stage. So I left a comment and said, look, it's very touching, but he gave the guy $1,000, but he's already earned $1,600, and before the week's out, he'll have earned double that. But I was wrong. Before 24 hours was up, he's earned 4 times that, 6 times that. He's earned 6.5. He's had 6.5 million views, so he's earned $6,500. So, and it's not the first time he's done this. He's gone out in the streets before, and he had one where he had a cup, and it had coffee in it, and he turned it into coins, and then gave the coins to the people on the street. And it's a genre on YouTube at the moment. There's other front page YouTubers that have been doing it as well, and it's really clever because they know they're already front page YouTubers. They know that they make at least $1,000 every video they make. So they know that they can do this. And then what happens is, and this is what's happened with this one, is that because it stirs people's emotion, they get behind it. And that's why his videos had 6.5 million views, because everybody sees it and says, isn't that great? And he actually appealed to people on it and said, spread it around, and that's what they're doing. And so everybody's putting it on their Facebook page and on their Twitter and on their Google Plus, and they're all thumbing up the video, and everybody's supporting it because it's such a heartwarming, touching thing, and they're sending it to all their friends and everything else. And while the way that touches us is a genuine thing, this is a straight out manipulation. It's a business decision. If I was in Australia right now, I'd do the same thing to prove the point, because I learnt a long time ago from somebody that the best way, that if you're going to be genuinely charitable, and if your charity is 100% from the heart and it's all about the charity, that you do it anonymously. And after the Tohoku a disaster in Japan. A bunch of YouTubers got together and made another channel, and the idea was supposed to be that it was for charity, and that all the money that was made on that channel was supposed to be for charity, but everybody was doing it with really high profile, and they were using it as an opportunity to pick up more subscribers. So we did actually donate a video to that channel, which is what they're asking. They wanted people to donate videos to the channel, and we gave them one, and we told them that they could use it providing they didn't say where it came from. So if you find that channel, it's still on YouTube somewhere. It's got all these different people, and you can see a lot of them were just straight out self-promoting themselves. And this is it's a real thing. It's not just YouTube, but it's a real thing that people, because it's a charity, or because someone's doing something charitable, the viewers and the people that see it and read it get behind it because they see it as being a good thing. But people are manipulating that to make themselves more popular and to make themselves more money. And you can see it on Facebook and places like that too. There was one on Facebook recently. Can you guys remember a video from a few years ago? It was a few years ago now, that some girl had a bucket of puppies, and this is true, I mean it was real, it wasn't fake. She had a bucket with puppies in it, and she was pulling them out one at a time and throwing them in a river. And her friend that was with her was filming it, you know, and at the time it was a big thing. It was on YouTube and it was all around the internet, and people were all saying, who's this bitch, and let's find her. And within the last week, somebody released that video again on Facebook and made it seem like it was recent, and spread this video around and help us find help us find this girl, spread the video around. And it works. Everybody goes, yeah, let's find her. So everybody shared it on Facebook, everybody spread it around, and what they're doing is they're promoting that Facebook page of the person who posted it, and it was a business. It was they were selling something. And that's become a real thing. And I'm seeing a lot of people I know on Facebook keep posting these things. And a lot of them are like this. A lot of them are really old. And what it is these scammers, basically, people with Facebook pages that are promoting different products, are just getting a picture. Here's Johnny. He has autism, and help support Johnny and people like him by sharing this on Facebook. And people do. They automatically, because it's appealing to your sense of whether you're a good person or not. And it's the same as that video with Rahat. And what was happening on the Rahat video, we'll get back to the original video, was what was happening is a lot of other people that know how the YouTube partner system works were also making the same comment, and particularly now that they can see he's had 6.5 million views. So a lot of other people were saying, hey, look, this guy's earned $7,000 so far, and he gave the homeless guy $1,000. If he really is genuinely charitable, and if this video is about charity, he should give the whole $7,000 to the homeless guy. But what happens is the people who are making those comments are getting abused by other people saying, oh, he did a good thing and he was charitable. And this is the clever thing about this scam, is that because it appeals to the part of us that wants, I'm a good person, so I'm going to support this good cause, and anybody who says anything differently is a bad person. But in actual fact, it's true. If it was genuine charity, why put it on YouTube? If you're just going to go give someone $1,000 because that's a charitable thing to do, why put it on YouTube? And if you do put it on YouTube and that video makes $7,000, it's not finished yet, it's only been 2 days. By the time he's finished, you'll probably make over $10,000 the way it's going. And if it's a genuinely charitable thing and it's all about the charity, why not say all the proceeds from this video are going to go to that homeless guy? Give him $10,000. It's the same as these things on Facebook. Just so many of them are just fake. Just fake. There's been a whole series of them recently that I've had different friends that have sent them to me, oh, we need to support this cause. And the one with the puppies, and I just wrote back and said, the person who said to me, support this, and I just wrote back and said, that's old, that video. It's years old. It's not news. It's already been dealt with. And a lot of the stuff like that's just like that's just fake. They had one the other day of a girl that had been supposedly shot in the head, or a young boy was supposedly shot in the head, and that was on Facebook too, and everybody was supporting it. And then once it gets supported like that, it goes all over the internet, it goes viral, and that was fake as well. He'd actually been injured with some other, just sort of a normal accident injury, and they made out that he'd been assaulted or something. And it's just, unfortunately, because it appeals to that part of us, that good part of us. So many people are vulnerable in that part of us, and they just get manipulated. And I'm seeing on Facebook, there's all these intelligent people that I know that normally wouldn't be fooled, but because it's appealing to that part of their nature, it's getting to them through their heart. You know, and that's what's happening with this YouTube thing. Usually YouTubers are onto the fact if they're being conned, but this is a clever manipulation, because not only does it manipulate people by their heart, but it also means that the other people that haven't been manipulated, that say, hey, wait a minute, you know, if this is a genuine charity, why is the guy that made the video making $10,000 and the guy who was supposed to be the beneficiary of the charity's only getting $1,000? How's that charity? It's a business decision. It's a very clever business decision. Like I said, if I was in Australia, I can't do it in Japan, it wouldn't work here. The giving it to $1,000 to someone on the street here, it wouldn't work. I'd have to find one first. But if I was in Australia, I'd do it just to prove the point. You know, just find some homeless person on the street somewhere, assuming that they really are a homeless person on the street. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt and assume it really was, and give him $1,000. Video myself doing it, you know, and make sure there's a few tears involved, and post it on YouTube, and off it goes. And they're all doing it. The front page YouTubers, there's another one, he left $500 as a tip on a bed. There's some cleaning lady that cleaned the hotel room, was a nice lady with kids and no husband or something, so he left a $500 tip on the bed, and a hidden camera, of course, so he could film her finding the $500, you know, and that's your tip. And then she was all teary, and same thing, the guy made, you know, $5,000 from that video from giving her $500. And because everybody's blindly saying, oh, that was really sweet of you, man, I really love you, man. And that's what's happening, is that all these people are supporting them then, and subscribing to them and telling them how great they are. And, man, you know, people like you renew my faith in human nature. And if someone like me comes along and says, wait a minute, really? The guy's made $10,000 and paid that person $1,000, and you think that, you know, that's really noble? And then you get slammed down. Well, how much have you given people for charity? Right? If I was a front page YouTuber living in Australia or America, I'd be happy to do that. You could do that. Imagine doing that. You could do that once a month. You'd be happy, wouldn't you? Once a month, you give a homeless person $1,000. Find a new creative way to do it, and make another $10,000 for yourself every month. And have everybody tell you that you're a wonderful person and renewed their faith in human nature. And if anybody does point out the fact that it's a con, which it really is, they're not conning the homeless person, they're conning the viewers. They're getting at them through their heart and manipulating their minds, you know. The guys on YouTube are doing it, the people on Facebook are doing it. It's just become a really clever way, you know, just prop up some cause. And you see it all the time, you know, there's this dogs being treated badly in this place. Help save the dogs, spread this video around, or spread this post around. The Facebook things, if you see one of those on Facebook, click who it was posted by originally, because, you know, once people start sharing it, you see that thing comes from your friend. But just have a look at the top of the picture, the top of the post. It says who posted it originally. Click on that and go and see who posted it originally, see what their story is. And quite often you go there and they're promoting something, they're selling something basically. So there's somebody that's selling something that wanted a whole heap of new customers, so they just find some emotional picture from the internet and post it and say, please share this around, and everybody goes, yeah, okay. You know, this is happening every week recently. I've seen a few of these on my Facebook from my different friends and family and so on, and I just keep saying to them, that's fake, because I spend way too much time on the internet. So I've seen a lot of these things from a long time ago, the videos and the pictures and all these things that somebody's just dug out of it. They've Googled autistic child, or they've Googled, you know, something like that, and then they get the picture and they just put a little story under it, you know, please help Bobby, spread this word to help Bobby and people like him. And everyone goes, yeah, okay. And if anybody like me says it's fake, You know, it's not always fake, of course. There is genuinely people doing genuine charity things, and it could be said too that a video like this on YouTube might inspire other people to do genuinely charitable things. But I think, you know, it's not genuinely charitable. If the guy makes 10,000 and he gives 1,000 to the person who was in the video, well, that's business, really. It's not charity. And I think genuine charity is anonymous. You know, you don't do it and say, you know, put your name all over it. You know, that Tohoku, after Tohoku in Japan, there's a lot of people doing this, manipulating people with that sort of stuff. And then a lot of the YouTubers did that. You know, you say, you know, let's support Japan, but and then everybody gets on there and says, oh, you're really great to do this. And, well, yeah, that's true, but, you know, look at how much benefit they're creating for other people and how much benefit they're getting themselves. If they're benefiting more than the other people that they're talking about, then it's not really charity, is it? You know, genuine charity should be anonymous, really. And I mean, if you want to draw attention to some cause and you want to use your name if you're a famous YouTuber or something, then donate it all to charity. Why not donate it all? Why not say, okay, all the money that this video makes is going to go to this homeless guy, or all the money this video makes is going to go to Tohoku, because you know they're getting new subscribers. This guy was already a well-paid front-page YouTuber, and after this week, he's going to be a really well-paid, well-known YouTuber because he's picking up, you know, probably millions of new subscribers and millions of views of his other videos as well. I mean, the end result of this is going to be worth tens of thousands of dollars to him, without a doubt. Now remember, $1 for every 10,000 views. This one video's had 6.5 million views, and at the end of it, it links the viewer to all his other videos that are very good, I should tell you. All these videos are really good, but you know. So the end result is that if half that 6.5 million people go and watch other videos that he's made, you know, the end result of this one video that he paid $1,000 to make, the end result of this could be 50,000, 100,000, quite easily. Do the math. It's not difficult. If half those 6 million people go and watch at least one more of his videos, and some of them get hooked and start watching whole heaps, and people subscribe and then start watching a video of his every week, and this could be worth mega bucks to him. And the others are doing it. Same as the guy that did the $500 tip in the hotel room, and there's others that are doing it as well, walking up to people on the street and just giving them money. And you know, there's an English guy was going around putting things on people's cars to make it look like a parking ticket, and in actual fact it wasn't. It was a $10 note, or it might have been a £10 note. I don't know where he was, but same thing. That video went front page as well, which meant, you know, he was making, you know, at least $1,000, $2,000 from it, and the whole thing cost him probably $100 because, you know, $5 here, $5 there, $5 here, and people are saying, oh, you're really great, man. Restore my faith in human nature, you do. It's like, you know, dudes, you know, people are so gullible. It seems you've got half the people are just gullible and just believe everything they see, and the other half go on about everything being fake and everything being a conspiracy. And very few people seem to be in the middle, you know. There seems to be the one thing or another, believe everything or believe nothing. But then when it comes to this charity stuff, because it comes through the heart, most people just swallow it whole. So, but I can't. I've made lots of videos like this where if I see that we're being manipulated, I can't just let it slide. I've been fighting this for 2 days because I know there'll be people that watch this go, oh man, you're terrible. He's being charitable and he's being really kind, and you know, that's why I didn't want to make this video, because I just don't want to fight that. It's like, oh, come on, open your eyes. You know, open your eyes. He's making 50 grand out of this and it cost him 1,000. That's not charity, that's really smart business. So, but I just can't ignore it. I just can't not comment, because to me, if you don't put your hand up and say, I know you're conning us, I know you're tricking us, if you don't say that, then you're one of the sheep that's being conned, aren't you? You know, that's why when I see YouTubers manipulating people, you know, I'm just a bimbo making videos about how great the Apple Store is. I just have to put my hand up and say, Apple Store's paying her money, obviously, just got to. Google, someone making a video about how great Google Glass is. Yes, we know why you're making that video. Oh, God. Anyway, please, guys, is there anybody out there who can see what I'm talking about? Is there anyone else out there that can see that it's not charity when you do that? It's business. Can anyone else see that, please? If you can't see that and you think it's all just wonderful charity and I'm a bad guy, fine. Unsubscribe and go away, and that's fine. I won't argue with you. What I'm really looking for is to find other people that can see it. Can you see it, or is it just me? Am I the only? I know I'm not the only one, because there's other people leaving comments, but boy, aren't they getting abused for it. So anyway, watch his videos. He's good. I'm not. He's a smart business guy. He deserves his success because he makes a lot of good videos. His magic's very clever. His illusion stuff is very clever. So he deserves success. But I just don't like seeing people making a lot of money from the charity thing, because it's a scam. It's not really charity, is it? So anyway, that's enough. More videos from the sofa. Coming soon.